Alright, first things first. The most important message that I have to give to you today is this. Go and subscribe to PewDiePie. We can't let T-Series win, man. But yeah, I mean, there is kind of a deeper thing to it, to me, just personally. Tim Pool pointed this out. T-Series is like a larger corporation, and PewDiePie is just the average man. I mean, he isn't now, but he was when he started. So it's kind of like large corporations overtaking us on the platform. You know what I mean? So that's kind of, that sucks. So go subscribe to PewDiePie. Keep him number one. Anyways, so a question I get a lot is, well, a comment I get, a thing that I get told a lot is more accurate. Is that get a Patreon account again, man. You should get a Patreon account again. Why don't you get a Patreon account again? Well, I had a Patreon account, and it was awesome. I was making like $250 a month. It was great. I bought a whole new gaming PC so that I could do gaming stuff, with which I hardly ever do anymore. So that thing just kind of sits there now. I mean, I use it for the Oculus. So, but yeah, got me a new capture box, dude. Got me all sorts of equipment and stuff, and awesome. It was good times. And then they started banning people, and I was like, okay, why are they banning people? And I saw the reasoning they gave for banning people. This was a long time ago, so I wasn't as aware as I am now. Now I'm hyper aware, and it ruins my life. But I was far less aware then as I am now. And even then, I was like, oh, that's not good. This isn't good. The reasons that they're banning these people, Lawrence Southern and other people, I'm just like, oh, this is not good. But I was like, you know, I'm making money. I'm able to put money into the show. You know, things are going well. Everything's good. And then they changed the way that they charge the money. And they made it to where instead of us paying them their fee to receive the money that you guys give us, they were going to charge you the fee to give us the money. So we would get all of our money, and you would have to pay money to give people money. And I'm like, and that shit pissed me off so bad. Because that was just, I mean, that's a level of dumb fuckery. Like, nobody thought to say it in that manner. So essentially, we're going to charge the patrons to give money to people. Nobody thought to say it that way in any meetings that they had about this fucking move. Right? And nobody thought, that sounds stupid, right? The fact that it got to the point where they told the public this is what we're thinking, I lost all faith in them. I was already on rocky ground with the bands, but I lost all fucking faith in them there. And you can't, I mean, that is so mind-blowingly fucking retarded that I can't, like, it was so stupid to me that they would do, it was so stupid. I could never look any of those people in the eye, right? I have so much shame in my heart for them. I could never bear to look at them in the eye. Because if I'm not refusing to look them in the eye, they certainly should shy away from my fucking glare, right? They should at least have the shame to do that. No. And people were like, well, they reversed it. They said, hey, you know, we're not going to do that anymore. And I was like, And that's good enough for you to want to still do business with these people? Because they're going to figure out a different way to fuck you. Just wait. Well, alas, it isn't a situation with the way they're charging people, but they're still fucking people, right? Apparently Sargon lost his Patreon account. And he lost it for the silliest of things. Essentially, he was essentially teasing some white supremacists by calling them the N-word, saying you guys are white N-words, right? So he was fucking with them and just being a prick to them, but he was doing it, you know, in their vernacular, so to speak. Right? And somebody found this, sent it to Patreon, and Patreon saw it, and they went, yeah, no, that breaks our terms of service. Even though if you read the terms of service, it doesn't. It doesn't. So, yeah. Apparently, Patreon is now not following its rules. It's now deciding we can arbitrarily decide what we consider to be content on Patreon. Right? Now we will look at things that encompass everything. Yet, they're not really doing that with everybody. Right? Like, some people, well, they can kind of break laws. Right? Like, they can incite people to violence. And yet, Patreon doesn't fucking care. So, yeah. What are you going to do? Did I mention I have a PayPal? No, fuck that shit, man. I can't work with those people. Are you kidding me? And already they're losing massive amounts of people now. Right? People are losing their income. Because for whatever fucking reason, you guys don't, you know, you don't want to work through anything other than Patreon. There are so many other viable options, but you refuse to work through anything other than Patreon. So what happens is, the money starts to dry up. And then your favorite content creators can't really put out fucking content all the time like they used to, because now they need jobs. So, and it's like you're gonna give the money anyways. You just you can't do it a different way. Like, whatever. I'm not trying to beg for money. I'm just thinking about the ridiculousness of you, the audience, that you have these arbitrary little rules. No, we'll give you money, but only through this one means. Because that is what we have chosen, because it is convenient for us. And fine. Fair enough. I don't like to do things that are inconvenient for me, especially if it's giving people money. I have to pay my credit card bill, because it's due in 2 days. And I keep putting it off because I ain't doing that shit. So it's sitting there now, under my phone, and I gotta do that shit. And I don't want to. But, you know, I get it. I have to. And you don't have to give people money, but you choose to. And if you choose to, it shouldn't matter how you do it. I don't know. I'm just disappointed because, like, I'm on YouTube, but yet at the same time, I watch YouTube. I don't have cable. Right? I don't go to movies. I don't watch TV shows. I watch YouTube. It's the only entertainment vehicle, really, that I actually use. I have, you know, other things, but I have no interest to watch anything on TV. Most things on TV look like shit. So I don't care. And most movies stink. I now pretty much watch only Marvel movies because what else is good? So yeah, like I don't care. All I ever watch is YouTube because it's unique every time if I want it to be. Or it can be the same old fucking thing over and over again if I want it to be. And I can choose what I want. And I have a wide variety of people that look to sites like Patreon for their money, for their survival, for their livelihood. And I don't want to see them just up and be like, well, I am making no money anymore, so I'm going to have to take some time off to fucking figure out what the hell I'm going to do. It's like, I don't want to see that shit because that sucks. I like these people. Yeah. I mean, I don't donate to anyone. Because I don't use Patreon. See, I'm just as fucking bad as everybody else. Yeah, fucking whatever. I'm broke anyways. I can't afford to fucking donate money to anybody. I was donating to people that were donating to me. Because they, it was like Bearing was donating money to me, and I'm like, well, I'll fucking donate some back to you. I think he was giving me like $5, and I gave him $1 back every month. I needed the money. That's the whole reason I had the fucking thing. So, yeah, there you go. One more fucking reason why I'm not on Patreon. Because it's only a matter of time. Like, my whole point of doing this is to be big and famous and be able to not have to work for a living, right? That's my whole point of wanting to do this. So, to do that, I need to learn how to make money doing this. And YouTube has said, we're not going to pay you, but a pittance. So, I have to find money in other ways. And I can't use Patreon. Because I'd said I'd never use Patreon again. And there you go. I said I'd never use them again. So there you go. That's it. I stick to my word. It's a principle. And maker support. Well, fuck that. I already paid. Who even fucking knows? It was like $180 I think was in there. Never even saw that. So, sorry to all of you who donated money to me. Hopefully you got your money back in some form or another. Because I never saw it. So it sucked to get all swept up into that shit. And now I'm just down to PayPal. But nobody likes to use PayPal. So, yeah. Whatever. It is what it is. But, yeah. I don't know. It just, it makes me laugh. Because it's like, there really is no other option. And they suck so bad. It's kind of like YouTube. There really is no other option. They suck so bad. Oh yeah, BitChute. That was another thing. Oh yeah. I guess PayPal dropped BitChute. So they're not giving BitChute money. Or whatever. I don't even know what all was going on. It was something that I heard in passing. Some sort of thing where they're figuring that Google got to PayPal and said, you gotta fucking shut them down. And PayPal said, okay. Because I guess, like, a really big channel on YouTube, like multiple tens of millions of subscribers or whatever on YouTube, one of those channels started putting their shit on BitChute. And I guess it was like a couple of days later, BitChute got their fucking account shut down by PayPal. So it's like, well, now I don't even fucking want to use PayPal. You know? I mean, it's just like, mail me a check. Here's my address. Fucking, I don't even know, man. Like, it's so hard now. It used to be so easy. And then I fucking said, wow, that looks really easy. I should start doing it 10 years in. And here we are. God damn it. Whatever. What are you going to do? It is what it is. Buy my merch. I can't tell you where it is. I can't tell you where to get my merch, but go buy my merch. I mean, I could do advertisements on BitChute, but from what I understand, they're not making any money anymore, so I don't know how long they're going to be up. Dude. Why has it got to be this fucking thing, man? Seriously. Shit. I don't know if I'm crying because I'm laughing or if I'm crying because it's like watching my dream die. Fuck. What are you gonna do? Well, there you go. There's what's going on with Patreon. There's a dark, shadowy, evil look into the fucking world of being a YouTuber. It's hard, man. It's tough, but it's still fun. It's still more fun than it is to not do it. Like, I have considered not doing it. I have thought to myself, I am putting in a lot of effort for fucking this. You know what I mean? But it's still pretty fun. I still have a good time doing it. There's just, like, you know, my mood goes in waves. Some days I'm having a bad day, and for whatever reason, on those days, I go, I'll answer comments. And then I see some dumb shit that somebody says to me, and I'm like, why am I doing this? But, yeah, whatever. It's because it's funny. It's because on the days when it's funny to me, it's hysterical. But, you know, I just gotta not look at the comments on bad days. Yeah. Fuck me. Well, I'm just prattling on now at this point, and this is turning into a fucking pity party. So, yeah. I hope everybody's having a good day. Having a better time than Sargon has. I mean, I can't even imagine fucking what kind of money he was pulling through there. He probably was pulling at least a couple grand a month. You know, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. I could totally live off that. You know? But, whatever. Sucks. I feel for the man. But I can't be like, well, I'm leaving Patreon in solidarity because I'm way early to that party. You should have left when I did, Sargon.